So I've never heard of it before, and it's not hereditary.
3 years ago, Lauren Warden's family was growing in the form of her 3 sons, the youngest, Tanner, then 7 years old. But something else was also developing.
Excruciating pain, 24/7. I was losing memory.
Causing the space in her skull to run low.
I, in fact, had to put sticky notes all over the house to remind me to turn off the faucets, the bathtub, and the oven.
More forgetful, worsening vision, constant headaches.
Yes, it felt like someone was standing on my shoulders, just stabbing me over and over and over in my head.
She started losing her peripheral vision and decided it was time to go to her primary care physician.
My heart sank.
Young Tanner was with her.
And they thought that I just had a regular brain tumor. And then that's when, things got real really quick.
Lauren and Tanner then drove to meet her husband, Richard.
And Tanner opened the door and told his dad that Mommy had a brain tumor, and I just lost it. And that was the first time Tanner had seen me truly cry.
Next came the MRI, which revealed there was no tumor. Instead, she was diagnosed with a condition called pseudotumor cerebri, where the pressure around your brain increases.
You can either cry about it or just go about your day. And I just went about my day.
How are you, young man?
That is when she met Dr. Rashid Janjua, a brain surgeon at Novant Health in Winston-Salem.
The difficulty in being a neurosurgeon is to be able to decide when you are the surgeon, when you are the human, and when you are the doctor.
After their first meeting, the prayer, the hope, the faith, which carried Lauren through her initial diagnoses, much like the room between her brain and skull, was vanishing.
When we talked about brain surgery, I completely blacked out. It's nothing that a 27-year-old wants to hear with 3 children and, a husband.
In March 2017, she went through her first brain surgery.
Losing my hair was one of the hardest things because my kids had never seen me without hair.
Her long, thick, beautiful head of hair was replaced with scars and staples.
My kids had never seen staples before, and they were just scared. Our youngest one would have nothing to do with me for 2 weeks, which killed me.
More surgeries followed, including a lumbar shunt, which caused her to have a panic attack. That's when Dr. Janjua set the surgeon in him aside and let the doctor, the human, take over.
I sat at her bedside, I held her hand, and she felt better because with both hands, she grabbed my hand and held onto it, and she fell asleep. Now, that was a half an hour of my time, but it meant an eternity for her.
From there, everything changed, except the pain. It was still there, and the surgeries were nearing double digits.
I knew it was my last option.
It was time to make some space.
There are 3 things inside your skull: brain, blood, and spinal fluid.
In March, she was wheeled into the OR, decorated with pictures of her brain.
And I asked them, why was my brain everywhere? And they said, it's a GPS to tell us where to go.
I would be lying to you if I told you that there's nothing to worry about.
In what was a nearly 4-hour procedure, 80% of her skull on the left side of her head was removed, readjusted, and replaced.
I have my life back. I'm fully blessed. My children's lives are back to normal. My husband's happy. I'm the mom I'm supposed to be.
Tell me honestly.
10 surgeries later, Lauren woke up with no pain for the first time in years.
She was the one who did 99% of the work. I just supported her through the journey and then finally did the surgery. She gets all the credit.
Sexual are you?
And she says despite that pain, the fear, the depression she endured, she wouldn't change a thing.
No. I know that sounds crazy, but to have this outcome, I would do it all over again.
With her faith restored, her family continues to grow, not only in her 3 sons, Tanner, now 10, Stanley, 11, Alex, 13.
She doesn't wear a cape, but she definitely deserves one. She's a superwoman.
But also in the man she met 3 years ago.
This was a picture-perfect moment, literally. So I have her picture on my desk, reminding me every single day why I do what I do.
The surgeon who expanded her skull. The doctor who stopped her panic attack.
This is why I get up in the morning. Because of Lauren and people like Lauren. Bye, sweetheart.
I love you.
The human who looks at a picture of that family on his desk every day.
I love him very much. And I know that he was not going to give up on me, and he never gave up on me. And to hear that always makes me cry. I mean, he's an amazing man.